What what are you trying to say with Geek and Sundry? Like, is there like a key thing that you really are trying to approach or express? And how do you get good? Like, because you've been doing this for a while now, since the Guild, and you obviously had a commercial career and you were in TV series. Like, do you find yourself like just hating some of your work, or like you look back, like it's difficult as an artist, like sometimes you never like the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're constantly like shaving it into like a place where you're like, okay, that's what I wanted to do. Like, do you have advice for artists who are trying to do that exact same thing right now?
I mean, I think I even said in my book, like when I look back at the first season of The Guild, I see so many things that I could have changed. But I know at the time I did the very best that I could. And I always try to show up and give my best at the moment, who I am in that moment. And I can't expect any more of myself. And the things that get in the way are leaving yourself and your own integrity, trying to please others at the expense of yourself, as well as letting anxiety or external things keep you back from getting your voice out there. And I think that's really the main struggle. And my advice would be to really have meaning in things that you do. Back it up with like, well, even if it wasn't perfect, it was the best I could do. And I know there have been times in my career, behind the camera, in front of the camera, that didn't end up being the thing that I'm like, I really would hang my hat on that and stand by it, even if it wasn't popular, because of certain circumstances, that's just inevitable, and everything isn't gonna be perfect. So I guess, going forward, I always try to be like, well, I did my best. I did my absolute best, and I couldn't imagine in that moment doing better. And I had myself in mind as well as my audience in mind to the best of my ability. And that's all you can do in this world.
What happened for you to decide to strike out on your own? I mean, you've gone from creating The Guild, a web series, which really hadn't been done before, because I think you weren't feeling completely accepted by Hollywood, to creating your own business. And then having Legendary,
Yeah.
want to buy that. Like, so Hollywood, it's just kind of funny. It's just, Hollywood eventually came knocking on your door.
Well, I think what I've reached the conclusion is that I love doing what I do and being in digital and creating on new things, is that tech rewards innovation in a way that Hollywood will never do, because innovation is financially rewarded in tech. If you're first, if you're the most inventive, that's where people will gravitate, consumers will gravitate. And unfortunately, in Hollywood, it's the opposite paradigm. The risk it's a risk-averse business, especially nowadays when we have sequel after sequel, spin-off after spin-off. It really is a business of proven commodity in the talent as well as in concept. And I think that's why I love being in tech, because I want to be surprised in this life. I want to see where things can go. I want to see possibilities and things that I've never seen before, or make things that people are unexpected. And that's why even today, I like I said, they're not doors flung open for me in Hollywood. In fact, the advice people tell me to get ahead is just, well, conform a little bit more and you'll do better. And that's not what I want to do with my life. I would rather just create small things and have a smaller audience than make a job of waking up every day and making something that I don't feel like is something that's me. And the cool thing is that tech and digital rewards it. And the great thing is that Hollywood, seeing digital sort of usurping their paradigm, is now gravitating toward digital. So it's a real awesome shifting time where the outliers who are kind of paving new ground are paving the ground for where Hollywood and entertainment will go.